Do I know her? Sure. We were BFF for years before she went all catatonic. She was my partner in crime, hey? Look, ask her therapist. I've been through shit too, but can still say things like, thank you and hello, mother dearest. In school, she's new and she comes into geography. Miss Parker thinks she's cool and does the whole Donnie Darko thing. Sit next to the boy you think is the cutest. Chloe looks at the boys one by one, not moving, then sits down next to me and she says, sorry babe, it's not you, it's them. She says she came here to avoid suspension. At her old school, she stapled some sleeping mole's hair to the desk in music class, then blew a trumpet in her face. Chloe's cool, hey? So I take her to meet the gang and she's one of the bitches from day one. I told you she was my bestie. Sometimes she just rubbed me up the wrong way. After a few weeks, she catches on that no one likes Steffi, so she plays her. Tells her that Daniel Abercrombie, who's one of the few guys who isn't like hideously ugly, has a crush on her, and Steffi totally humiliates herself by asking him out. The gang thinks Chloe's crazy funny, but Steffi's always been good to us, even if she is a lame-ass mole. You don't mess with your own nest, hey? Anyway, she's new and she's already getting a bit too chubby for Uggies, so I have to take her down a few sizes. So Cam has this party at her dad's third biggest mansion. And we have ciders and vodka cruises and a bunch of the least lame guys are there. I slip a little something into Chloe's recorderly and everyone gets to see her get to second base with Spaz. I tell Spaz to piss off back to his mummy's trailer and we take Chloe home before she does something dumb. So now everyone thinks she's a trash bag and start calling her Hoey. I realised what she was made of after that. Sarah Pembroke called her a slut and she's like, so what, virgin? If I want some, at least I don't have to go running to daddy. Chloe was deadly, hey? You messed with her, you messed with fire. That fat goth bitch Ness and all her emo idiot whores started laughing at her. One day, she's sitting with me in bio, Facebooking on her iPhone, and I see she's on some hot guy's profile. Are you shagging that guy? Nah, he's Ness's new boy. Serious? I say. Then I see she's writing from his profile a hot and heavy message to Ness. Wow, I'm impressed. Chloe strings her along for 3 weeks, then gets her guy to tell her she's dumb and fat and dumps her. On Monday, Ness comes in with twice the number of fresh cuts on her arm than usual. We are besties now, and I'm the only person who can call her Hoey Chloe and get away with it. We pull pranks on all the skanks and moles and Asians. Ming Yu goes to the bathroom during the maths exam, and I take her paper when Mr. Brady isn't looking and ditch it. She has a total spack attack when she gets back, and Brady, who is super Christian and totally unqualified for this kind of thing, has to take her outside where she wails like a geisha for the rest of the test. Chloe accidentally pours Red Bull all over May's laptop. And it's screwed as. We end up pranking all the lamest people in school and loving it. I get her to leave Steffi off and they even become friends. Some of Chloe's cool rubs off on her. Yeah, everyone's pretty chilled, hey? No, I never hated her, it's just... She stepped on my turf. Look, you're at our school. We all know Goz was the only guy hot enough for someone like me to hook up with. Chloe bumps into him during summer holes and they end up shagging for a week before word gets back to me. I'm pissed at her, but she didn't know he was mine. But she did. I drive her to school one day and she's like, you like Goz, don't you? Whatevs, I say. Oh, you're cool with it then? Whatevs, mole, he's so thick even the teachers give him shit. Who cares how hot he is, hey? Oh, Steffi told me you fancied him, so I'm glad you're cool with it. The bitch, hey! If cool, but she did it to mess with me. I corner Steffi and I say, what the hell? Why'd you tell her about a guy like Goss? Steffi says she didn't think it was a biggie. Well, she's shagging him now, so yeah, it kind of is. Then Steffi says, but babe, she's doing it because you spiked her drink at camps. But bitch, if she wants to be nice to my face, then screw with me to my back. I'll show her how hot fire can burn. She wants a frenemy. I'll be the best one she ever had. School starts again and I have a really good one in the bag. Actually, it was Chloe's idea. We were going to do it to this total mole from King's. I write this letter. My darling John, it's been the best month of my life. I already miss feeling your hands on my naked body. Blah, blah, blah. I love you always. Chloe. I skip school, drive round to Small Street and put the note in Mr. Brady's letterbox. He always stays back on Mondays to tutor the nerds and retards, so his wife will defo get it. Brady always talks about his fat more wife and they have like 8 kids. You know what we call them? The Brady Ugly Bible retards. Anyways, this is so gonna get Chloe for hooking up with Goss. Brady isn't at school the rest of that week. I tell no one, not even Jules, who's totally good for anything. Chloe doesn't say anything, she has no idea. I ask Miss Parker, who is way too much of a tryhard to have any discretion. Where's Brady, miss? Miss Parker's like, he's off sick. Come on, I say. He's never sick. She leans in and whispers, marital problems. Lady Gaga can't read my poker face when she says this. I've been thinking of telling Chloe, so maybe we could go snoop on Brady and see what was going on. Sunday at 3 p.m, speak of the devil. She texts me. OMG, I, is all it says. I text back to see if she's okay. Nothing. I try again. Still nothing. Then she writes, apologies, I mistakenly contacted you. I wondered who has her phone as I drive round to her place. I pull up and there's a car in her drive. Shit, I know whose it is. I run to the front door and I can hear a man's angry voice and slapping and banging sounds. I'm terrified, but I have to do something. So I kick the door 3 times and yell in my loudest, meanest voice, police! Silence. Then 5 seconds later, there's this enormous bang and I feel like a thunderclap just bitch slapped me. As much as I want to bail, my girl is in some serious trouble. So I open the door. Chloe's in the living room wearing nothing but a bra and skirt and covered in blood. I scream. She looks up and I see she's okay. Then I see Brady. I'm so stunned. I just stare and stare and stare. And before I know it, there are cops everywhere and I'm being hauled away in an ambulance. Now, she never told anyone what happened. She hasn't said a word since. Brady's wife, or like, widow now, told the cops about their affair, and they believe her even though she destroyed the note which Chloe wrote. Apparently it gives her motive. But if she really was shagging Brady, how does that make her want to kill him? It makes no sense at all. All the letter does do is give him motive for being there, which is clearly to do whatever horrific shit he was in the middle of when I knocked on the door. No one talks to her anymore, you retard. But no, I don't anymore. I tried for weeks, but it got me nowhere. Tell the cops about the letter. Why should I? As far as I'm concerned, the bitch owes me a thank you for saving her life. She's not getting anything out of me until she says it.